Hi there, I'm Jeff Richard, the creative director of Chaosium Inc.
And I am Jason Durall, the line editor for RuneQuest. Right now, we'll be talking about the system itself in a section we like to call How the Game Works.
Well, and Jason, you are the writer of the biggest treatment of this rule system. Why don't you take the lead on this one?
All right, then, I shall. We'll be talking about the BRP system, the basic role playing system, which is, I think, well known to many gamers and could be known to others.
It's the core mechanics behind Call of Cthulhu, as well as RuneQuest and Stormbringer, Elric, and a number of other games.
Correct. It sort of forms this shared system that is both intuitive and flexible enough to accommodate games of Bronze Age skirmishing in a quasi-mythical world as investigating eldritch horrors in 1920s Massachusetts and spacefaring civilizations examining giant alien artifacts at the end of the known universe. So super flexible system, and we're going to explain why it's super flexible. As you know, if you look out the window and you see some clouds in the sky and a weather forecaster tells you there's a 40% chance of rain, you pretty much understand that 40% of the time there's going to be rain. The percentile-based system that basic role-playing uses is functionally that. You swing your sword and you've got a skill that is rated at something, let's say 75%. 75% of the time you're going to hit what you swing at. You roll percentile dice, which is usually a D10 that's marked for 10s and another D that's marked for 1s. So you would read those together, roll 2 dice, and read the first dice and then the second dice, and you get a number between 1 and 100. In the BRP system, 0, 1, the lowest number, is considered to be a critical, which is the really, really best result you could ever hope for. And the roll of 100 is
a fumble, which is when you manage to screw things up about as badly as possible.
Yeah, your sword could break, you could end up throwing your bow across a room accidentally, you could stumble and fall off a wall you're climbing, or make an incredibly terrible social faux pas while negotiating a delicate peace between a group of trolls and their elvish neighbors.
And this is one of the charms of the system is no matter how skilled your character is, you've always got the possibility of a fumble. And no matter how inexperienced your character is at a skill, if they can do it at all, they have a chance of a critical, which enhances the danger that because there are no mooks.
Yes. Everybody in this system is treated as an independent unit. They have the same stats, they have the same abilities, they have, if not the same chances of success, they have oftentimes the same probabilities of crazy and extreme results, which makes RuneQuest unique among a lot of RPGs in that even the most casual skirmish can be deadly to highly experienced characters.
Well, and one of the things that I'm most entertained with the new system, and we certainly have gotten one of the things that's been a universal source of positive feedback from our playtesters, has been the new rules for augmenting one's chances.
Right. With augmenting, basically you're using one of your abilities to help another ability. And in some cases, this can be very basic, like using a particular skill to help another skill. But it can also be as diverse as using one of your character's, your passions, or your runes, or your honor, or a devotion. And so, Jeff, I'd like you to tell us more about these mystical things that I just described that can be used to augment abilities.
So you've got several types of abilities in RuneQuest, all of which are expressed as percentages. Skills are pretty self-explanatory because that's been in every version of it.
Move quietly, search.
We've also got passions, which are similar to Pendragon, which has had a big influence on the development of the new RuneQuest.
Right. The creative DNA of these two games goes way back.
Exactly. And so you might have a loyalty to another character, or that another character might be a member of your same clan or city
or cult,
and so as a result you might say, well, I wish my friend or kinsman is in danger. I want to try to augment my chances to be able to hit the monster that's trying to attack him because of my passion for that other character. Or it might be you might have a really high honor. There's a tremendously large number.
Yeah, your honor might be that I will not allow myself to be defeated in this terrible way. So you would roll your honor, and if you succeed,
you get a bonus.
Yes, a bonus to your roll of a combat skill or some sort of a skill that would let you succeed going forward.
Now, similarly with your chance of doing anything, if you fail, it's not a good thing when you try to do an augment. And if you fumble, it's really bad.
Right. Like, so if, for example, you fail trying to augment through a passion, you end up sort of feeling like, oh, maybe I'm not really worthy of this cause that I'm trying to champion. You might feel a little disillusioned or separated from it. And as you say, if you fumble, you could end up losing points of your ability. You actually end up alienating yourself from the very thing you're trying to call upon.
And we've talked a lot about that you can use a passion or another skill to augment, but where I've seen people use most often for augmenting is to use their runes. But opening up the subject of runes is I think worth an entire short episode.
I think that we will do a series of these episodes discussing each of these in greater detail.
So we will talk about runes probably next time.